There are people who make you laugh, and then there are people who make you feel safe while you are laughing. Yvette Nicole Brown is one of those people. You know her as Helen from Drake and Josh, classic, Shirley Bennett from Community, and a career full of characters with heart, conviction, and just enough side-eye to keep everybody honest. She is also a producer, advocate, caregiver, wife, and the host of the Gracie Award-winning podcast, Squeezed. Now she is stepping into the Audible universe of the weddings of Lady Miss Jacqueline as one of its incredible narrators. Today, we are talking about the many lives inside one woman's voice, the voice that makes us laugh, speaks up for what matters, cares for the people she loves, and finally says, I get to choose joy. So get comfortable, because this one is going to make us laugh and give us all the feels. Baby, this is Keke Palmer. And baby, this is Yvette Nicole Brown. Today's episode is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, 7th Generation. I know I'm extra. They know I'm extra. We've made peace with it. But my cleaning products don't get to be extra. They get to work. 7th Generation keeps it simple, so I don't have to pretend otherwise. Let's get into today's show. Come on out here, girl. I had you back there for a minute hearing everything.
Pretty little thing.
You look so cute. Now, wait a minute. We both knew to do the platform.
Listen,
come on, girl.
I was like, I gotta let you. This is for you.
Oh, I love gifts.
It ain't. Listen.
You are so.
First of all, when I did
just a classic
your show.
OMG, True Jackson VP.
Do you remember what you gave me when you and Ashley gave me earrings?
Oh my!
That I still have, by the way.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to Ashley Argona.
Yeah, I still have my little earrings. So I thought I'd do the same.
My dear Ashley, oh my gosh,
hi, baby.
We had so much fun on True Jackson VP
in those
days,
baby.
girl.
You were number one and killing it.
Wait, can I look at my card now? Should I wait?
You
okay,
can look at it now. This is a little something. I just wanted to give you.
I'm a big card person.
You already know
Oh my
that.
gosh,
I hope
yes.
you like it. It's just a little card.
First of all, butterfly. Come on, I love butterflies.
That's my baby. My little baby.
Keke, I remain so proud of you, the woman you've become, and all the good and whimsy you put into the world. The sky has always been the limit for you. You, baby girl, are one of one. I adore you, and I'm blessed to call you friend. I love you
You
so
know
much.
I love you. This ain't even no news.
My God.
This ain't news.
I love you so,
I love
so
you,
much.
baby.
Oh, my gosh. Shout out to Andy Gordon for putting us together.
Man,
Shout outs
that
to
was
him,
a good
right?
time. That was a good show.
Time. Very good time. Very good show.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is beautiful.
You see that? So it can be an ornament. It could be something you leave on your
right on the
your
door.
Desk,
oh my
and
gosh!
It says "Be the light" because that's what you are.
Be the light. How beautiful!
You're always the light. Every room, you're the light.
Oh, just love
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Takes one to know one, girl.
We're doing the best we can over here.
Okay. Well, let's get into it. I'm so happy to have you on the podcast.
Have you been,
Long overdue. You know, I always do my pre-show pull-up
Let's
questions.
do it.
So
I'm
let
ready.
me get.
I prepared. Do I got to get it? Now, your platform or mine gonna get it?
They've evaded me.
All right.
Okay. So your zodiac sign. I can't believe I don't know your zodiac sign.
Okay, so I did homework because I knew you were gonna ask this question. I mean, of course I know.
The same thing Tracy said.
I know I'm a Leo. Hello, and everybody knows.
Period.
I'm a Leo. Come
I
on
love
now.
Leos.
Come on. So I'm a Leo, and my ascendant is a Virgo. Which explains so much.
us.
My Pluto is Virgo, which explains so much. And then my moon is Taurus.
Oh, I love it.
And I also have Leo in Venus and Sun.
You're very balanced.
I'm
that
very-
fire
is
is
it?
keeping it amped up.
Because I don't know
Taurus
that. I
is-
was looking forward to you telling me this stuff because I saw it, but I don't know what it means.
Well, what I hear when I'm thinking about it is, first of all, Leo, that Leo energy is strong. That's why you're so fierce. You're always getting out there making things known.
Yeah.
Taurus, you know, a lot of people give all the aesthetic credit to Libras, but Tauruses are very aesthetic. They're beautiful. They know how to align things, make them right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They have
I'll
a
take it.
particular way of doing things.
Yeah.
And then the Virgo, I mean...
Well, say that.
You know,
does it need to be
I
said?
mean, Michael, Beyonce.
Does it need to be said?
Need we say more?
I don't think you need to say it.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Your love language. What is your love language? How do you like to receive it, and how do you find yourself giving it out?
I am a words of affirmation girl. Like, I loved, well, you should know this.
Well, I just received it.
Yeah, because I love to pour into people. Like, I'll pour into strangers. I'll be at the, the frozen food section. I go, you know what? Let me tell you something about your hair. The way you do it, I just love to just put a little something in there. So, words of affirmation and I think quality time, but I'm such an introvert that it's got to be one-on-one quality time.
Yeah.
Like, you put me in a group, girl, and I'm like.
It's so crazy how you said, I mean, like, I get it because I can be an introvert, but isn't it so funny that we're still so out here with it, though?
You know what it is, though? I tell people this all the time because no one believes I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert that likes people.
Yes.
So if you like people, then you enjoy the time. But the thing is, once I've had the people time, I'm going to be in fetal position trying to get myself together for about 2 or 3 days. I need to recharge by myself.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I need that recharging because also I feel like you probably can relate to this. I really just get very hospitable.
Yes.
Anytime someone is in my presence, I'm not, look, we both got to be here. I'm trying to make sure I have a good time. Therefore, you have a good time.
Come on, girl.
Like, so.
That's right.
But when no one's around, it's like.
Exactly. But this is the thing. I don't think people realize when I think of myself as an outward facing person. So my motto is always, I want everybody to be all right.
Yes.
Right? So
for sure.
People don't realize that takes a lot of energy because I'm going through the room. Like what am I here for? Who am I here for? What am I here for? And so I try to always be a respite and a refuge and not to be the problem.
Respite
so I'm
and
quietly
a refuge.
somewhere in the corner. Come on, get me when you're ready. And if you need me, I'm here. That's how I move through life.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
What is something your friends roast you for, if there's anything?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm a little bossy.
Come on, Leo. Of course.
Bossy and little bossy. Yeah, and my patience is bad. I found that out getting married. My husband has let me know, listen.
Oh, my gosh.
You are lovely, but calm it down.
That's what can be so scary about getting so close to somebody. They about to start telling you about
but this is what I think about marriage, and I'm no expert. I'm like a year and a half in. But I believe that being married, it's your job to make your mate palatable for the world.
Interesting.
So you at home sloughing off them rough edges, saying fix your face, maybe don't say that, whatever, so that they can go out in the world and everybody else can deal with them. So it's your job to get that person together. So Tony's at home like, listen here, player. Like, yo, the way you impatient, that ain't good. And so now I'm like, okay, if I do better for him, I'm doing better for the world.
Yeah, I love that because it is collaborative, I would imagine.
Really
I haven't had, not married, never been married, but I love the idea of this person here checks and balances and making sure I'm good and I'm making sure they're good.
That's what it is.
Feels very safe.
Everybody need a person to make sure they're good. And listen, it doesn't have
just
to be
my mom and my dad.
But it don't have to be a mate, though. You know what I mean? Y'all remember, I didn't get married to 53. So if I didn't have, who was taking care of me up to that time? My mother, my friends. You know what I mean? So it's like, it doesn't have to be a mate. And I love this because you talked about this when Tracy was on, and I'm always big up in Tracy.
Yeah, I love
think that they tell women that we have to check off all this stuff off the list. And if you haven't done it by a certain time, you've somehow failed as a woman. And I think what's so great about me not getting married to 53 is that I had a full, rich life. And had it continued, I'd have been great.
Right.
They seem to think that we're not happy if we don't have nobody. And it's just not true. And so I tell people, if you want to get married, great. If you don't want to get married, great. Just build a life that works for you.
I love that. There's so much more that we're going to get into about that, especially even the process in which of whether you do or don't meet that person, just the process of having fun and dating and companionship in the middle of all that. Yeah. So we'll get into that. Last question on the pre-show pull-up is, what is one movie you could watch over and over again? I can't wait to get into your movie taste real quick.
Oh, God, it's got to be just one.
Okay, give me top three.
Okay, give me top three. Princess Bride.
I actually don't know. Don't get me. I know you know what I was going to say.
Keke!
I don't think I've ever seen.
We got to stop the podcast and watch it right now. You've never watched it?
I've never watched it, girl.
Let me tell you something. First of all, it's okay. And I'll allow it. And I know that you're going to have the time of your life, but I wish you had seen it at like 13 or 14. Like,
really?
It is a foundational movie. Like, just what it teaches you about love and about family and about honor and loyalty and fighting and believing again. Carrie Elways, Robin Wright, Billy Crystal.
I know him.
Carol Kane. You know Robin Wright. She was in Forrest Gump. She played Janae in Forrest Gump.
Jenny's life went so awry.
Oh, yeah, Jenny went through some things.
I hated that for Jenny.
She had to suffer through some things.
Ooh,
ma'am.
That was tough.
Ma'am, yeah. So Princess Bride, you said watch over and over again?
Yeah, so Princess Bride.
The Wiz.
Oh, The Wiz, come on. You can win.
The Wiz, baby.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't know if you know this one, but I think this is another one you should watch if you have not. All About Eve.
It's about that little girl when the mama says...
No, you're going to love All
About Eve.
Girl.
What happens
All About Eve is a story of...
an actress.
A famous actress who has this...
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Demir.
No, that's another one.
Oh.
Who has this little bitsy comes in and decides she's going to be all nice to her and act like is for her, but the whole time she coming for her spot. All About Eve.
What year is it? It's black and white,
like
isn't it?
56. And Betty Davis says, it's going to be a bumpy night. Yeah, you're going to love that. Keke,
you got some Eve.
Watch All About. I promise you are.
Girl, you got me some movies tonight.
Thinking you might want to remake it. You could remake it, and I don't know which role you'd play.
Maybe it's Angela Bassett in me.
Y'all, we done did something up in here. We done did something up in here.
And it's embarrassing to me. All about it. I'm coming in. I'm trying to take a spot.
But I kind of want you to wait until you could be Margot Channing. Like, I want you to get like another 10, 15 years on you, and I want you to play Margot Channing. But maybe you do it with Angela now, and then you come back in 20 years and you're Margot Channing. You start as even and you do Margot Channing.
And he's going to be like
let me tell you
China McClain or Marseille Martin or somebody.
Yeah, just make me a producer. All I say, make me a producer.
Woo! I love that. We got our next project.
We got it, baby. We got it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are known, and this must be a heavyweight title. However, I feel you wear it with grace. You're like known as one of the kindest women in Hollywood. You know,
I hope that's true. That's lovely.
I feel that it's true. I know you, and I know so many other people know you. We all feel that way. But there must be something that gets on your nerves. What is some of your pet peeves?
Have you seen my Threads lately? Oh, Keke,
Threads is so good.
Threads is so fun.
Threads was a good answer to X.
It's a good
time.
It
really was.
It's a good time. So I am very angry about what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
I am so disgusted with where we are. And then also when I think about where we could be, you know what I mean?
Look, I know everybody's trying to make sure their family is good. I understand.
Right.
It's like, hey, I just got to make sure everything's good in my back door. But I agree with you, like on a global scale or national at least, it's like, like how can we all come together? Because what you think is just my problem is just another perspective of your same problem.
And also, if it's a problem for me now, it's going to be a problem for you in about 10, 15 minutes or days or whatever. Because that's the one thing that does trickle down. The finances don't trickle down, but the struggle does. Mm-hmm. So when you can't pay for gas, you can't buy groceries, that ain't a black person problem or a gay person problem or a trans person problem. That's a societal problem.
And I probably feel like a lot of people feel this way. And I don't want to like slip into apathy. Maybe you can give me some encouragement on how to stay, hopeful and engaged, because you kind of feel like, I don't know if we gonna do it. I not like that, but like that.
I'm gonna say this though, Keke. I know for sure that black people are always gonna be okay because we've always had to be okay. And you notice that as everything is happening right now, we really okay. All right, as a group.
Or as how we've always been,
as okay as we can be with a boot on our neck. We know how to do this. I want to get to the point where we no longer have to do it, but we at least know how.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. I understand the apathy, but the way we get out is we have to get the people making these decisions out of Congress. So you have to vote.
But the people are going to say, everybody's a crook. And
everybody's not,
because I think that's also a big part of it, too. What's happened now is no one trusts anyone.
But that's what they put in place. They want you to think that everybody's the same. But if you think everybody's the same, just think back 4 years ago or 2 years ago, and was it better for you?
Yeah, right.
When Barack Obama was it better for you? And I'm going to tell you that it was. So that means that they're not all the same.
Yeah.
So
I just love talking about this kinds of stuff because I'm always trying to figure out how. Like, obviously, I'm engaged. Yeah. I'm voting. But I got to be, I'm also a big believer about being honest about my feelings.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do feel down. And I feel like, I don't know. I want to know that I feel hopeful that I can make a difference. And I know that I'm not the only person that feels that way. So I appreciate.
But also, you got to ask yourself sometimes, why do they want us not to vote? If our vote didn't matter, they wouldn't be trying to make us apathetic. They wouldn't be trying to tell us that both sides are the same, so why even do it? Why are they so insistent on us not voting if voting did not matter? Think about that. They know where the power is. They know. So I'm just saying, I want to do what they don't want me to do.
Right.
I'm defiant like that. Oh, you don't want me to vote? You don't want me to vote by mail? That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But that's just me.
Yes. But we got to talk about it. We got to do it more. I think also the whole getting together, like the whole keeping us separated, not allowing, I'm mad at you, so you're mad at me, and we're mad at each other, and now we can't. That's a big thing,
I think a lot of that is online, too, Keke. I don't think a lot of that is real. I think that
I believe in cyber warfare.
Let me tell you something. I stopped actively using Facebook in 2016 when I found out the role they played in all that disinformation and misinformation. I'm realizing now, especially with AI, we're not going to know that we're talking to a person anymore. So a lot of this dissension and I can't stand you and these little comments, a lot of them are not real people. So I think we're more together than we know.
I say that always when it comes to the Black diaspora.
You better say it.
There's a lot of stuff on there that's always trying to you and you and you and
we
you
love
and you.
each other.
No, we love each other. I don't care where you're from.
I don't care. You show me a little bit of melanin. We down.
Yes.
I'm down.
I really love that. It's true that the internet thing, and this is why so much for me is always being about like, how can I curate a space?
Yeah.
How can we be in community?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be once a year with Essence or once a year with Culture Con? How can we make it a consistent once a month gag where we're getting together, talking on live, anything to just be in communion and create a safe space to actually see reality. Not just think what we're seeing online is reality, but how we're actually engaging with each other.
Come on with it.
That's so big. So wait a minute. When you were a teenager, because I thought this was crazy, you basically stalked Michael Bivins.
I did.
A Bell Bivins. So tell me exactly what teenage Yvette did and where that audacity came from, girl.
You know what? I always thought that I would be a singer. I wanted to be a singer. That's what I started off as, right? And if you ask anybody from high school, everybody thought Yvette's going to be a singer. And so I felt, once I found out Michael Bivins was managing folks, I was like, well, that's my way in. I'm going to find Michael. I'm going to sing for him, and he's going to manage me. My friends thought I was crazy. And then BBD came to my college town and did a show. And I went to the show, went backstage. I love to say his name. Jeff Dyson is a longtime New Edition bodyguard. And he was at the backstage area. And I was like, Mr. Dyson, I need to get backstage. I have to sing for Michael Bivins. He said, you are not going backstage. I'm sorry to hear that was your plan. It is not happening. I said, you understand, sir? I got to do it. And to this day, he said also, he doesn't know why he did this. He said, you're not coming backstage, but the guys are staying at the Cuyahoga Falls Sheraton. And if you were to happen to be in that lobby by maybe 12 or 2 o'clock in the morning, you could see him as he comes in. 12 or 2 o'clock in the morning. That's so music. Man, that's so music industry. I was like, it was like 10. I was like, what am I going to do for 2 hours in the lobby? But he told me where they were. And so I went and sat in the lobby and waited for him to come in. And, I always like to tell the joke. There were a lot of women in that lobby, and they were there for other reasons.
Okay.
And I'm in there in my little overalls, and my little Gap overalls.
Looking like Janet.
Like, Mr. Bivins, can I sing for you? Mike is like maybe 4 years older than me. I was like, Mr. Bivins, can I sing for you? I followed him through that entire, and I think I was 19, so he was like 23. I followed him all through that lobby, and then he kept saying no. He was like, I'm tired. No. So I'm like, well, I tried this. I thought this was my moment, but I tried. So now I'm walking out of the hotel. Now this hotel was an atrium hotel, so the lobby's in the middle, and all the rooms are on the side. So if you're in the middle in the lobby, you can look up and see all the floors. So as I'm walking out, I hear singing. And I look up, and there's Michael Bivins on like floor 6, listening to somebody sing after he done told me no like 3-4 times. Now I'm pissed.
Right.
So I get on the elevator, I go up to the floor, and I'm across from him like this. While the person's finishing, I'm like this. And he looked at me.
This is crazy.
He looked at me, and he was like, and I looked at him, and I was like, well, go on and sing then.
Yeah, because why you told me no?
You told me no. We didn't even have to be here, man. We could have finished this in the lobby.
And I got to sing with a bad attitude.
But I'm going to sing the mess out of it. So
what did you sing?
I sung Go Outside in the Rain by Malira. I know you don't even remember that song.
Go ahead, give me
It's a dope. You see, now you didn't play it. Let me see if I can do it. The day's begun, and there's no one inside this empty house to love me. So it was that.
Oh my God,
I ain't sung it in 20 years, y'all. It's all right. The breathing is bad. It's whatever. So I sang that, but I sang the whole thing. Thank you, baby. So I sang the whole thing, the chorus, everything. And so he's still pissed. He's like, what's your name? I said, Yvette. He was like, what's your number? He wrote my number down. Wasn't no cell phones. He wrote my number down on a piece of paper. Called me the next day. And said, what you sang to me was dope. I want to manage you. It was like that.
Oh,
it was a voice message. It was a voice message on the old answer machine. Came home from work, and Michael Bivins was on my answer machine. And I was an East Coast family, and that was it.
Oh my gosh. And so over the years, I mean, as you both have continued in your careers, what has been y'all's relationship? Are you guys?
Oh, it's so deep. So New Edition fan to being managed by Michael Bivins. Then I graduated from college and moved out here, worked for Michael Bivins as his assistant at Biv 10, and then played his mother in a New Edition movie. And we stay friends through all of it. He and I are still cool. I still talk to his mom. Just talked to him about a month ago.
That is crazy. So, I mean, you were really, I do feel like this is, like, I know a Leo that would do some crazy,
right?
Like, have you always just been like, yo, I'm going to go for it?
I just
but
always,
brave like that?
I believed that life should be bigger than what I saw. You know, I grew up in East Cleveland, the hood of East Cleveland, and single parent home, and I knew what Cleveland was. And I just wanted more. I wanted to, I dreamed bigger. And my thing is, what I got to lose? I sung for Gerald Levert in the underwear section. Yes, in the underwear section of a department store one. I sung at grocery stores.
I would sing bring anywhere. That back, by the way. Like, nobody does that anymore. Yo, can I sing for you?
They don't, because first of all, most people can't sing at the drop of a hat anymore, because it's auto-tune and did it to them. It auto-tuned and just made everybody just not know what they're doing.
But back in the day, that used to be a thing.
You had to have...
Can I sing
You had to have your little 8 bars ready to go.
Sharon had me ready.
Didn't she have you ready? I bet Sharon was ready when she got her record deal, huh? You know I know your mama had a record deal. You know I know where you come from.
Yes.
Huh? So you had to have it.
East Cleveland, what do you think that East Cleveland taught you that Hollywood never could, or that helped you in Hollywood?
Man, East Cleveland taught me to be tough. East Cleveland taught me to take up for myself. East Cleveland taught me how to be kind. I know it was a tough way to grow up.
Yeah.
But everybody from East Cleveland that I know, they're kind people. Just don't try me.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people now. I think people think because I'm on Disney that I'm no longer from East Cleveland.
Come on. When does your East Cleveland come out the most? Is it with you and your family?
You know, when I'm home for sure. But the hard part of East Cleveland comes out online usually, because I have to let people know. I don't know why people try me. I don't know why they do. It never ends well for them.
Okay.
Never does.
I also think people sometimes try people that are nice. I don't really know why.
Yeah, but they don't realize nice is a choice. You gotta understand. I'm kind by nature.
I don't take my kindness for weakness.
I came here kind. My mother raised me to be kind, but nice is a choice. Like, if I'm nice to you, I have chosen to be nice to you, because we know too many people that don't choose to be nice. We know too many people going through life just treating people horribly.
Yes.
So know that if someone is kind to you and nice to you, they are choosing to do that.
Yep.
So don't run afoul.
And also, everybody's not kind. Everybody's not nice.
No,
so like,
not.
I don't know why. Well, like, when I meet a kind and nice person, I'm just so glad they there.
Exactly.
I'm not thinking about pissing them off.
And my thing is just really be kind. You think that drive me crazy, people that pretend they kind and they not, and you can always tell.
You
look
can.
a little closer. You go. Mm-hmm.
You really can.
Tell them you see what they're doing. They trying it.
Now, I thought it was cool. You worked in college radio when you went to University of Akron.
I did. Come on.
What was your
research? Come on.
Because I could actually, I live for the radio of it all. What was your personality like on there? Were you
I did
funny?
I did the Soulful Journey. So I went to a white school, so it was most of the station was usually rock during the day.
Come on, Soulful Journey.
So I did the Soulful Journey. So I would come in at I think of 8 to 10, and I would play, R&B songs, and and then I became program director. So then I got to choose what was played, and my stamp that I left, I don't know.
Program director.
Let me tell you something. So I don't know if they still do it, but I decided that because we weren't a metered station, which meant what we played did not affect sales or Billboard or anything, I thought we don't have to play the single. So let's have a new album come out, and let's listen and find the B-side that we think is as good as the single, and we'll be the only station playing this new Usher album or this new Usher song that nobody else is playing.
Yes.
And this is before streaming, so the only way you could hear the other songs is if you bought the album. Most people wasn't buying the album back then, so we could play something nobody. You see what I mean?
I love
so now people
that.
listen.
And I feel like that needs to be brought back. Just the vibe of curation.
Yes.
I mean, I know they do sometimes stuff like with the playlists on Spotify or whatever, but just again, a VJ, a person that's actually taking you through it. I mean,
you should hear this song. I know this is great, but have you heard this, right? And I've always been a B-side girl. Like, you put an album out, and you talk something like Thriller. I love Billie Jean and all that, but Baby Be Mine. Baby Be Mine.
She said, Baby
if you don't know about Baby Be Mine, you ain't even dug into the Thriller.
Mean, that's me with Full Moon. Everybody likes Full Moon, but When You Touch Me. You know what I mean?
They don't know nothing about When You Touch Me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like this. The way I want you to, baby.
Hey.
Yes.
They don't know.
Yes.
They don't be knowing. You got to go deep. You got to go deep to the B-side.
That album,
Full Moon is a vibe.
Oh my gosh.
Full Moon is
top to bottom.
Brandy's a vibe, though.
She's got to be stopped.
Brandy's a vibe.
She's so good.
She's so
and you know what it is about her? It's similar to with Lauryn Hill, where it's sometimes people are so good, it flies over your head.
Yeah, you feel like everybody...
Because they make it so effortlessly. Like Brandy is so effortlessly good that you don't really realize all the everything that's going on.
I don't even know if she realized the skill she got. You know what I mean? Because I remember one time, with Whitney. Whitney was interviewed, and she said once that she wasn't aware. It's always just been her voice. So she didn't get it. Like, everybody being like, oh, she didn't get it. I don't know if Brandy even gets it.
Yeah.
I don't know if she even know.
Because for her, it's just, this is my ear. This is what it sounds like.
It's kind of like you, Keke.
Stop.
That's how you go through the world and you do the things that you do. And you don't even know what you do. You're just being you. And everybody else is like, how does she do all the things? Just who you are. One of one. What'd I say? What'd I say in the car? Did I say one of one?
OMG, I just love you.
I ain't lied yet.
Growing up, for you, were you the funny one, the peacemaker? Were you the church girl, the truth teller?
Like, what was These are all good questions.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
I am, by every definition, a lot. My outfits are a moment. My reactions are gig. I've been called dramatic in 3 different group chats this week alone, and every single time I said, correct. That's just who I am. And honestly, I've made peace with it. But somewhere along the way, I learned there's a difference between extra where it counts and extra where it's just showing off. And my old cleaning products were absolutely showing off and doing more to cover up than to actually clean. Girl, sit down. So I switched to 7th generation. Bio-based cleaning power that handles the job without the theatrics, plus no dyes, artificial fragrances, or bottles full of ingredients auditioning for a part they didn't get. It just works, and it doesn't need to announce itself while it's doing it. 7th generation provides a powerful clean without anything extra. So, if you already bring the extra to the function, make the switch today to 7th generation, a powerful clean without anything extra. My son Leo sees everything. I mean that literally. The kid misses nothing. Every detail, every person, every moment that most adults would walk right past, he is fully present for all of it. Traveling with him has genuinely changed the way I move through the world because he reminds me to actually be in it. And what I've learned from traveling with Leo is that the best trips aren't about where you go. They're about what you're dropped into when you get there. A neighborhood that has character, a home that has a backyard and a kitchen and a living room big enough to actually live in. A super host who points you toward the coffee shop and the park and the spot that doesn't have a sign but absolutely should. When I book a stay on Airbnb, for us, it's not just finding a place. I'm building the world he gets to explore for those few days. And watching him explore it, that's the best part. This is Leo's summer. Find a home on Airbnb and build that world for your kids. There was a summer where I was 11 years old on a movie set learning 100 lines and somehow still having the time of my life. Because that's the thing about being a kid. You don't need the conditions to be perfect. You just need to be present, free, and completely unbothered by what comes next. I've been chasing that feeling ever since. The blended pink energy drink is how I find it now. Strawberry, acai, real strawberry pieces, coconut milk, completely blended and frozen and so good, it's irresistible. The second it's in my hand, whatever is on my schedule can wait. Leo and I are going outside, honey. We have lines to forget and nothing to do. Little Keke will be satisfied. Trust me on that. Unlock your best summer memories with the blended pink energy drink from Starbucks. Available now. Order now on the app or find it in starbucks.com.
I was a class clown.
Come on.
Respectfully. Because I ain't going to the principal's office.
No.
You're going to get these jokes, but you're going to get it when she ain't looking or she can't tell it's me. But you're going to get these jokes. So I was respectful. And also was nerd. I was like front row center, catching the knowledge as soon as it came. I was a voracious reader. Kind of nerdy, but popularly nerdy because everybody could sit at my table. Like I've always really loved people. So I remember when I moved from the hood to the suburbs when I was in 5th grade, and it was like culture shock because I'm like in my Wrangler jeans and my pigtails, and these girls are in like Jordache jeans, hair is permed, and I was like, well, what is this world? And then they took one look at me and said, absolutely not. And we're like, she ain't it. And I remember going like, even at 10 years old, I was like, this seems dumb. Like, why do they, who I just met, I don't know them, I don't know their character, I don't know anything about them. Why do they get to decide my worth? Why do they get to decide who's cool? And so I instead decided that the underdogs were going to be cool and everybody could hang together. And so I just kind of have always looked at it like we have to find a way to make it make sense for us and to make it make sense for other people. And you don't let other people tell you how far you can go in life. I've never let anybody tell me how far I can go.
Yeah.
I decide. Me and Jesus.
Yes.
Together. So,
I love that, what you just said about that, because I think it's so easy. And I don't know why that it's like that, but I think it is very easy for people, and whether it's race or money, like you say, this person has money or this person's a different background, you so easily can give your power away.
Ooh, you better hold on to your power.
You know what I mean? But when you decide that, like, actually what I matters means most.
Yeah.
That's literally all it takes.
But also when you think about it, look how silly it is. These are my fellow 10-year-olds deciding that I'm not cool enough to be get the pizza at the table.
Just because my hair's in the natural form?
Because my hair in the natural form and I got on my Wranglers. What is that? It's just dumb. It's dumb to me. And it's the same thing. I feel the same way in Hollywood, really. Like when I came in Hollywood, I was like, I don't have nobody gonna tell me where I'm going. What I could do.
Yeah. I always felt that way as well, because I felt my personality, because I was, bubbly or whatever you call it, and I was talented, people would let the things that weren't really considered cool fly by. But I would still feel it at the end. It's like, you only like me because I could sing and I can dance.
Exactly.
Or you only like me because you think I'm funny.
Right.
But like, if I didn't have those two things and you just had my interests, you would think I was lame. Right. And so I always hated, I never really wanted to lean into, even when I've had different moments of cool crowds being like, yeah, Keke, I've always been like, yeah, but you don't really like me. You don't really like what I'm about. And so it's like, I'm so uncool. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I had a moment, going back to people knowing you, I had a moment recently where I was just like, somebody attributed something to me that I didn't do. Right. They attributed something to me, and then they said something to the effect of, this is what you do all the time. So not only had I not done it that first time, I don't do it. And I decided in that moment that I was going to leave them to it. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to go out of my way to defend myself about it. Ooh. I just was like, you don't know me. Like you're showing me that you don't know me. So I don't know what we've been doing all this time, trying to, as friends, because you have no idea who I am. And that's okay. But this is now telling me that this is where it ends.
Yes.
I'm always going to be kind and friendly, whatever. But as far as trying to extend this and let this live beyond this moment, I'm good. Because I think, this is the one thing about me, and I think you know this to be true, who I am is right here. I'm not fake. I ain't never been fake. This is who I am. And if I say I love you, I love you. If I say I'm for you, I'm for you.
Yes.
And so none of my friends or even strangers that meet me have to ever question, does Yvette like me? Is Yvette for me? It's obvious that I do. It's obvious that I'm for you. So if you can see all that I bring in the world and still think I'm not for you, and I've actively been doing things to make your life.
But that can be tough and that can be scary, especially in close relationships, to not let it penetrate you.
Yeah.
Like, it's so interesting, right? Because we know we have relationships and we learn things from our friends. They let us know stuff. We tell each other stuff. Like, sometimes they're hard conversations and we trust them to really be, But then sometimes somebody might say somebody that you're really close to, that you consider, like, I trust you. Yeah. They might do something or say something, and you can kind of gaslight yourself and be like, well, no, they wouldn't. Yeah. To get to the point of, you know how that is?
I do. But let me tell you something. Young woman. First, your mother always knows. Has she ever been wrong?
No. She actually
Fran was never wrong. When I tell you, may she rest in peace, when my mother would meet a friend of mine or a guy I was dating, she would tell me immediately, that one ain't for you. Yeah. That one ain't got your good interest in her. And it could be my best friend. Watch. She'd be like, watch and see. That one right there. She ain't never been wrong. The ones she said would be my ride or dies have remained my ride or dies. The ones she said weren't worth it or weren't for me were not for me. So what I believe is that there's always a tell. And this is the thing. If it's a close friendship, and check with Sharon though, but if it's a close friendship, right, and they've done something wrong, we're all human, right? Mistakes happen. Yeah. If they did not intend to harm you and they just happen to harm you and they're sorry, that's different. But I done ran into some dolls.
Yeah, me too.
Who are actively trying to take you down.
Yeah.
And I do friendship at such a level, I can't have somebody in the boat not making holes.
Yeah.
We either rowing together or bailing water together, but you can't be putting holes in the boat.
Yeah.
Not the way.
And I've met like what's been weird, or I don't want to say weird, but been difficult sometimes for me in these in friendships or relationships where things have gone awry, is that you don't even know you a hole poker. You know what I'm saying?
I do know.
Like a lot of people,
you
it's
don't know
like
you. Not only you don't know me, but you also don't know you.
That's really messed up. Because I think I almost would prefer if this is a Dexter's Lab ass. You know what I mean? Like she's but a lot of people are like mwahaha to their own life. And it's like you don't even know you, ma'am. So it gets to a point where it's like, that's why I'm scared. I'm scared because I don't know if we're in a horror or a comedy or a romance.
It's killing me.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, because this is the thing too. Like they don't need to their own detriment too. Like you don't know you to your own detriment. Like your life is raggedy because you don't know you, and you blaming other people for you. Huh?
Come on.
You don't know you.
Come on, man.
You don't know you.
It's so true.
Ooh, it's rough. That's rough. I hate that for him. I hate that.
Me too. Me too. When did you realize that your voice was your superpower?
Ooh, sending up and speaking up?
Yes, speaking up, and or even just that people followed you.
You know, I love John Lewis, Representative John Lewis, may he rest in peace. And he used to always say it's important to get into good trouble, necessary trouble.
Yes.
And I don't know that I knew my voice mattered, or even if that I even know now, but I do know that it's important to speak up about things that matter. And it's important if there's injustice happening or someone's in trouble or someone's harmed and you have a platform to make it better for them or to sound the alarm, I believe that's what you're supposed to do. I do not believe that any of us that are blessed to have lights on us and mics in front of us, that's happening just so we can be like, that's not what it's about.
Yes.
If all you are concerned about is your clothes and how cute you are, you're missing it.
Yeah.
You have to be on this earth to do something that makes it better for other people.
Come on.
Period. And so for me, my thought is, one, have a college degree. 2, McDonald's is always hiring. 3, I need to be able to sleep at night. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to always say what needs to be said. And I don't care what I lose. And where's the camera? Which one? I don't care what I lose. Take it.
This one.
Take it all. If it's for the right reason, take it all. That's why when people say something
really
to me,
awesome.
like, no, when someone says to me, well, I'm gonna screenshot this, do it. Screenshot it. Do it.
I also like what you said about the McDonald's because I think a lot of times people feel they put this pressure on themselves of being too good.
I'll work anywhere.
Or people use moral, this whole thing online now where it's like, well, that's not, well, actually, and it's like, we all trying to live.
Do you understand?
Do what's best for you.
Do you understand how quickly I would get a job anywhere?
You know what I
if
mean?
this dried up. Do you understand?
You know what I'm saying? Well, you have to. I don't know what people don't understand. We're all under the same big ass thumb.
Exactly.
No, not any one of us. Now, maybe somebody that's in the trillions and the billions, but
Right.
that's not neither you or I.
Sure ain't.
So it's like, I don't understand how people don't
But
get
I don't even
that,
aspire to be that. You know why?
It's not
because
needed.
I don't think you can get there without stepping on some necks. And I will never, and I defy anybody in this industry to ever say I did anything underhanded. I have never stabbed anybody in the back. I ain't never stole nobody's show. I've never tried to steal somebody's show.
Yeah.
I have sat in for people and said, I'm holding this just until they come back. Don't ask me about doing it long term because I'm not going to do it long term. I'm in this seat till they come back.
Yeah.
That's how I live my life, and I've never been without. So this idea that you got to stab people in the back or talk about people behind their back or do all this dirty stuff to get ahead is a lie.
Yeah.
It's a lie.
And then it's now conflated because of all of that. It's now been also any time somebody is a little bit successful, you assume those things about them too. So it's like, damn, everybody that is doing good in their life, now they're all terrible too.
No,
like I don't even know how
Maybe God blesses people sometimes. Maybe God says, well done, my good and faithful servant. Go on, here's a job for you.
Exactly.
Maybe that's what it is. You treat people good and stuff, good things happen.
You and I were both, obviously you did a Nickelodeon with me, True Jackson
Sure
VP,
did.
but you also were on Drake and Josh.
Yes.
I mean, Drake and Josh, taking it back to those days. What was it like working with them in those early days of comedy? Because they really were, I mean, they were huge influence to comedy of that time in that
Geniuses.
era.
I'll throw Keenan and Kel up in there too. And they're
Oh, come on. Keenan and Kel, they was the ones who started the whole.
Forget it. They did all of it. I have always been so impressed with child actors.
Yeah.
Yourself included.
Thanks.
Because this business is tough.
Yeah.
And to do what you guys do while still going to school, still going through puberty, having to be
Find our sense of self.
yes, and be an adult while growing up in front of a camera. I don't know how you do it. And those babies were already rocking and rolling by the time I joined the show. Like I didn't start acting until like 2003. Well, I did commercials in the late 90s, but I didn't start on television until 2003. Girlfriends was my thing.
Girlfriends,
baby. And So they were already doing it. And so I was actually on set, like watching, like, oh, okay, so that's how we do this. And I learned a lot from those babies and have continued to pay forward what I learned. And I always try to pour back into all the young people I meet. And even if it's an older person just starting acting for the first time, I try to pour in because one of my favorite quotes is, a candle loses nothing by lighting another.
That's
so this
right.
idea that we got to go through life like this, we're supposed to go through life like this so that whatever God gives us can also overflow into someone else. And so this is a thing that we've learned through, I think, Mackenzie Scott. She's the billionaire.
Mackenzie Scott, she's the one
giving away all the money.
Yeah,
Okay. She has given away, I think, like 200, 300 million and still has $1 billion.
What?
Like,
That's
it's
crazy.
like, and my numbers are bad. But my point is, however much she's given away, the interest she's gaining on what's still in the bank, she'll never be able.
Yeah.
So she proves that you can be more generous. We ain't judging nobody. We just think you should do better.
In my mind, that's how I think.
That's how I feel.
Okay, so what did you think coming out of the when the whole thing was out with Nickelodeon? Were you shocked and gagged? I mean, I was on Nickelodeon too. So I mean, what were your thoughts?
Were you shocked? I was shocked. I mean, listen, in the scheme of things with the way we're finding out about these Epstein files and everything else, no, I'm not shocked. Like,
that's what I was going to say. In terms
nasty,
of like
nasty.
molestation and child,
Yeah.
people taking advantage of children. In that regard, I wasn't shocked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was, damn, like, no, like I think we were all wondering probably too, like specifically with that, like no one saw anything.
I can say this: I didn't see anything, and this is what's now. There were no. What happened to Drake happened before Drake and Josh. It happened like between the pilot and so I found out what happened to him watching that documentary, and I reached out to him immediately, like, oh my God, baby, if I'd have known, I'm so sorry. But I can say, being on set, I never saw anything. I've never been on any set and seen anything like that. Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, I speak up. It ain't gonna happen to me. See it and not say something. I would have absolutely said something. So the idea that it's been going on for so long, and I mean, you listen to people like Corey Feldman. He talks about it. So I'm saying it's a dark thing. Yeah, it's dark. It broke my heart here.
Yeah, it broke my heart. I really do hope, that he's getting whatever he needs to get through this. A lifelong thing, but I really do. And I hope everybody that had some involvement with that, is punished.
I hope so.
Now, you said people still stop you about your character, Helen Dubois.
Yeah, Dubois.
Helen
Ophelia Dubois.
Yes. Now, if Helen managed a movie theater in 2026, what annoying audience behavior would somebody ban first?
Ooh, what would she be mad? What was she mad about? I was about to say talking during the film, but I think Helen would enjoy that. I think that's what Helen would do. She'd be in there talking back to the theater. I think she'd be mad about bringing in snacks because she got her. No, but just because the money she'd be losing. Don't be bringing in no Kit Kat up in here. You buy it from the concession stand. I think she'd be very upset about sneaking in snacks. That's my one. That's my one.
Yes. Why do you think that character resonates so much with people?
I don't know. I just posted something yesterday. We did a spring break episode and MTV came to the house and Helen sings I'm so excited. And it's so funny because I don't think of my characters as me. Like, Helen's her own.
Yes,
she's her
me
own
too. I
thing.
totally feel that.
Yeah, she's her own thing. And I watched and I was like, she's really funny. Like, I get it. Like, if I was a kid, I don't know what it did for the adults, but if I was 12 years old or 10 years old watching that fool, I'd enjoyed her too. I'd have really enjoyed that. So I think that's what it is. She's a vibe.
I love that. And then came Shirley Bennett from Community.
Shirley Bennett.
I mean, sweet voice, sharp judgment, and a little, shade.
She had a little bit in her.
How did you find Shirley's voice?
What's funny? After I had been doing Shirley for maybe 3 or 4 years, I got asked to go back and reprise Helen on Victorious.
Come on, Victorious. Shout out to Leon Thomas.
Shout out to Leon Thomas. And I was nervous because I was like, I've been doing Shirley so long. And I was pretty sure they were different. I tried to make them different, but I was like, oh God. So I went back and started watching old Helen episodes and I was like, oh my God, like they are two unique people. So then I realized that if I lock into this woman, whoever the woman is that I'm playing, I can make her special. So I loved that Shirley ended up with a duality about her. Like, she's super sweet, but also very violent. Very violent. And I mean, I think that she got some bodies. I think there's some bodies
love that
somewhere.
kind of vibe, though. I love when a sweet character is also like low key, like nuts.
Yeah, I think she'll kill you.
Yeah, that's kind of like me.
Yes, it kind of. Yeah, it's me too. I be trying to tell people, don't watch yourself.
Be careful.
Watch yourself. But yeah, so I just wanted to lean into her duality, and and also she's a very self-righteous Christian, and that's fun to play.
Because I
know her.
Yes.
I know her, and I'm not her. Like I'm a very liberal Christian. Like but Shirley's like against. She was didn't like gay people. She didn't like the Muslims. Like Shirley's all in that,
but swear she's nice.
Swear she's the sweetest thing. And crazy, just like she would be a Christian nationalist if there's a black version of that.
Yes, and I'm sure there are.
We know there are. You're right. There are some. So so I just leaned into the foolishness of that.
When you're creating like comedic characters, is it just kind of like for me, sometimes it's like if I can envision their clothes and their makeup, or other times it's just like a cadence that they always do. Like, what are some of the defining ways that you define the voice of a new character?
It's definitely cadence for me, I think. Even before clothes, because especially when I was doing Shirley and Helen, I was a lot bigger. So I knew my clothes were coming from Ross or Marshalls. So I knew it was going to be like a colorful cardigan, some type of print. So I already knew fashion wasn't going to be my way. Like I would get no answer about who she was
from the clothes. It was all very generic.
It was all they dressed them both so bad. So and no shade to the wardrobe. That's just who the women were. That's who they and they didn't really. I don't think they cared about big women like that. They didn't. We didn't have a Law Roach trying to put together something magical. Yeah. So anyway, so it wasn't that. But it was, I would read the lines and I would go, what does she sound like? Because for me, comedy is music. It's all in it.
I always think about that.
It always is this music.
Yeah.
And when it's well written, you can hear the ba-da-ba-ba, the dot-dot-dot. Like you can hear the flow. Mm-hmm. And so it's easy to find what cadence you're going to play in the midst of that music. How am I going to sing this piece, right? So it's that.
I love that so much. That literally is so dreamy to me when I think about that, and when I can relate to someone on that, because I hear lines like music.
It's music.
And it's like you should feel like, and even when I know, this is the part of the movie, or this is the part of the scene where things go wrong, or this is where we got to get to. Yeah. It's like we're composing it through the words. It's so much
composition.
Fun.
It's music. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, is it true? I mean, word on the street is that there might be a community movie. Like, is this real? Like, should we just keep hoping and dreaming and wishing?
Oh, how we laugh. Because I swear, Keke, I'm telling you, if I leave my house, any day I leave my house, I'm gonna be asked at least 3 times.
Oh my gosh!
Anytime I leave my house, and it might be just the mailman. Hey, good to see you. However, but yeah, so we are all on board. Like we have a lively group chat.
Now, Community, Aziz is in there.
No, that's Parks and Rec.
But wait,
this is Donald Glover, Joe McHale. Yeah, Joe McHale.
Donald and Joe,
Jim Rash, and Ken
Joe
McHale.
Yeah. He is so
funny. He's a fool. He's an absolute fool. But
my gosh.
Everyone on that show is certifiable. And our group chat is so much fun.
I love the group chats. We got one on the verbs. Yeah, because we don't be talking about nothing.
No, but it's all like we got a lot of bits. Like we had a lot of bits. We had a lot of free time on the set of Community, so we were always trying to make each other laugh. And so a lot of our bits have lived on. 15 years later, we're still doing bits. And so we just talked about this recently. We want to do it. We want to do it. It's just timing. Like the strike did us in because we had our date. Everybody had set aside this month, and then the strike happened, and everybody had to figure out, well, what am I do with it?
It's tough.
And then the moment was gone. So we got to find another window where everybody is free.
Well, let me know, because I'll come in there with give me a little bit, bro.
You'll come in.
I'm ready for a bit.
You know this binding, Keke. Don't play.
Come on.
We'd love to have you.
Let's do it.
Dan, write something for Keke.
Now, what was up with you doing your own stunts on Criminal Minds Evolution, man?
Okay.
You wasn't
first of all, America, let's define stunts. Let's start there, because for me, stunts,
I picked up a damn
at this
club.
age, stunts could be rising from a chair. In that case, stunts was running. Your girl don't run. So when they were like, so we're going to have you get up and he's going to say something, you're going to run. I was like, how many times?
Right.
How many times?
2 of them.
And then there was actually this thing at the end, and I was going to look up her name because I want to give her credit, and I'll put it online. Yeah. My amazing stunt woman had to run in front of a moving car and stop the car. Yeah. And I was like, the way I run, I'd be fell under the car.
In the car?
Yeah, just like, stop, because I'm running away from a killer. And so she did that. She did that run, and then I kind of came in, and they said, she
Shout
done?
out to her.
Okay, yeah. So those are my stunts.
I love that. I try to do a little something, but I'm a big believer, like you just shouted out that young woman. Stunt people, they're amazing.
Brilliant.
You know, like they do their thing.
Brilliant.
They're on point. I know some stunt doubles. My girl Nine, who I just did Spaceballs with, like some of them go so far as to get to same size as you.
Oh, yeah.
Be the exact, get their hair.
They had to make, Portiana, who does hair on Criminal Minds, had to create these locks. It was a year ago. I do these locks every summer. So she had to redo these locks. Shout out to Hair by Yvette Nicole.
Oh, period. It looks good.
Thank you, baby. So, but Portiana on set had to recreate this look for my stunt person.
Wow.
So and it looked just like my hair. It was amazing.
Yeah, I love that. Same thing with Eddie. Eddie has a guy he's been with for years named Keke. That dude looked like him to the T.
Yeah.
Like body walk the same.
You just drop Eddie Murphy. That what you did? You gon' I'm just saying that we gonna do it. You ain't gonna just throw Eddie out.
Can we talk about the real thing?
Eddie just going. Eddie the Murphy. That's what Eddie would tell me about Eddie. What Eddie?
Anyway, since you called me out. So wait a minute. We got to talk about what happened between us that everybody reposts
baby
every
girl.
other day of the
I
week.
love it. Every time I see it, I like it.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
I've said it. I've heard it. We all know the saying, you need to go see that lady. And sometimes, we give an excuse. I'll deal with it later. It's probably too expensive. What if it doesn't help me? Meanwhile, we're still struggling and somebody's worried. But with some research, I found out about Rula. It's a real healthcare company. Sessions average about $15 with insurance, and they tell you that cost before you book. Providers are vetted, outcomes are tracked, and the majority of patients report genuinely feeling better. You can find someone who specializes in exactly what they're going through. Don't talk yourself out of therapy because you think it'll cost too much, won't work, or you have no idea where to even start. And trust me, that advice goes both ways. If you're ready to stop talking yourself out of finding care and making progress, then head to Rula.com. That's RULA.com. And take the first step. Dear Diary, I'm writing this down just to make sure I remember this feeling. It was one of those days that kept stacking things on top of each other until I almost forgot to stop. But once I got a blended pink energy drink in hand, something in my chest finally let go. Between the acai and the coconut milk with real strawberry pieces mixed into the frozen blend, and let me tell you, it tastes like the best possible version of today. Some days you just gotta admit, you can't fix everything. Some days you just find your moment, and today that was mine. Unlock your best summer memories with the blended pink energy drink from Starbucks. Order now on the app. So let's take it back. 2022. I was doing hosting Password.
Brilliantly hosted.
And,
Password.
oh my gosh, thank you.
So good.
And we had you on.
Yep.
You playing a game. Then
Yep.
I got a chance to play. And I got a chance to
Absolutely.
play with you.
Yep.
They give me the word Titanic.
They do.
And I
They do.
prompt you with Rose. I'm going to put it like this.
You're real talkative. You're real.
She's confident. She's confident. I'm going to put it like this. Rose. Rose.
See, I don't want to get it wrong, but I think it's...
Rose.
Oh my gosh, ladies.
I think I'm going to get it wrong.
No, you can't.
Okay, one more time.
Rose.
This game is hard. This game is harder than you think.
Yvette,
huh?
it's Rose.
It's hard.
You.
Listen, there's a lot of black conversation happening in the eyes. But I'm about to let my sister down because I have no idea.
No, you're not. Because.
All right, here we go.
I hate myself.
No, you
Just
got
say it. Just say it.
Titanic.
I mean, we became telepathic in that moment. It's like.
we telepathic anyway, but this is the thing. This is what I'm glad we're having this conversation because I want people to know. I knew it was Titanic the first time you said it.
No!
I knew it was Titanic. Now, this is what's crazy, and this is something you did, and I think I told you this before. I said to you, I don't want to disappoint you, let my sister down. And you said to me, you can't. Not you can't. You can't. And when I tell you, when you in that moment, baby girl, you poured back into me, black woman to black woman, like, it is impossible for you to let me down.
It's impossible.
You can't let me down. Because one, you just can't. But also, I know you know this. I know you know this. And so then I was like, in my mind, I'm like, I know it's Titanic.
Yes.
It's Titanic. And then so when I said it with resignation, like, I hate myself, Titanic. And it went off. I was like, that was me. Like, I knew it. Because I knew it. But we locked in.
Baby girl, like, what is that? What do you think that is? Like, what is that? Like, I just imagine, like, where do we get that thing in our culture where it's like, I'm looking at you and it's like.
Because we know each other. We know.
Like, what
this
is that?
This is the thing. This is the thing that I wish, and I hope this is not offensive.
No.
I'm okay if it is. At this point in life, and I say this, and I've said this to white people, and my white friends have been like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Black people know white people better than white people know white people. Okay? We have, especially people in my generation, have endured microaggressions and a lot of mess at school, at the doctor's office, at work, from white people. I love y'all, but some of y'all, for our entire life. And we've had to code switch and mask to survive, right? Because of that, we have a shared understanding of what this world is for us, what this country is for us. So when we are somewhere and we see some foolishness, and we know what the foolishness is because we've experienced it our entire lives, we see it. Our sister sees it. Our brother sees it.
It creates a language that exists in the margins. Because if there's a system or there's an institution that I'm not a part of that doesn't really acknowledge where I'm at,
or my worth as a human being,
then it's missing a layer. It's actually missing a very important layer that gives context around not only those people but yourself.
Exactly.
To your point. Because if you're not seeing everything, you're not seeing everything.
And you're also not seeing who you are. Or seeing what your behavior does to other people. And this ain't all white people. Don't.
But it is an interesting way to look at it and explain what that underlayer is that happens in our community.
But this is what it is, though. We are in spaces often that are not safe, where we cannot say what we want to say for fear of being seen as aggressive or whatever. So we have to do this to each other. And while
it's your girl.
And now while I'm here with you like this, then I go, yes, Mary, what did you want me to do? I'll absolutely do that. I'd be so happy to do that for you.
Please.
It's just that. It's knowing where you're safe and where you're not. And if it's not safe to speak, then I'm gonna tell you here.
Yeah. And it could be like, girl, you so crazy. I'm gonna holler at you.
Uh-huh.
You know, there's so many languages. This is that's a game in itself. I'm thinking of now another game and another show we should host.
So much.
Where it's like how you say what you need to say and you see if you can get them to know it. You know what I mean?
And you'll win every time.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fun.
You win every time.
Honey, I tell you I'm reading between the lines.
We got telepathy. I have seen a sister in a grocery store. I don't know her, she don't know me. Mm-hmm. But I know her.
Yeah.
And we see some mess go down and go,
yeah.
And it's understood. You good? Okay.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, that is so true. I seen that happen recently. I was at a restaurant with some folks, and this brother was on the corner, and like the guy was being so disrespectful to him. He was security for the place, and the guy was being so disrespectful to him. And this dude, he starts doing push-ups on the ground, like after this guy tries to humiliate him. And I just said, like, "Hey, brother, you good, brother?
You good?
I like how you handle yourself." And it's like we know. It's like, "Hey, brother. You know, you just
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, because that wasn't cool, and you don't want the establishment to make you gotta remain calm.
And also, I don't want you leaving with that.
Yeah.
I want you to feel love.
I see you. I see everything it took for you to not haul off and lose your job because this guy decided to disrespect you in the workplace.
There it is.
It's tough, man.
It is,
it's
man.
tough.
It's tough. Listen, and this is the thing. Like anybody that's offended by what I said, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I think that it's important for you to listen to what I said and perhaps consider that maybe there is a part of you and your experience that we may know better.
Yeah. I think it's so interesting what you said too about like, and just in terms of this idea around opinions. I was talking about that the other day where it's like, people got to be able to say certain things. You know what I mean? Now, I think we can get into differences when it comes to like government officials or people in big major power positions. You know, I think there's a level of responsibility that comes around those opinions that should be thought about more clearly. But when it's just like somebody online, you know, or you're just listening to somebody on you came to somebody's page and you don't like what they said.
I don't care.
This is what they said.
I don't care if you like it.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't care if you like it. I want to back up one more time because one of my dear friends is one of my makeup artists. She's my main makeup artist. My friend Beth. She's a white lady. Beth and I had this conversation 3 days ago. She was talking about the state of the world and what's happening with the economy and how everybody's suffering and how no one seems to care about anybody anymore.
Yeah.
And she got emotional. And she said, I was watching the news and watching how people are suffering and how people are being treated. And I realized that this is what Black people have dealt with in this country their entire lives. And she said, I've been doing it for 15 months and it's debilitating.
So many people, I'm not, love to Beth.
And it's love to Beth.
But it's like, I do find it interesting how they're only, like, sometimes human life is the last thing that wakes people up.
Yep.
Like, hearing about somebody being killed in the streets, you know what I mean? A young boy not coming home, mama can't find him. That's not what made you.
And to her credit, I want to give her love. She actually said, and I know it's crazy that I'm just figuring it out now, but this is the thing. They're siloed. She's liberal. But I'm saying the people that are shocked by what's happening in the world and those that still don't believe it's actually happening or think it's only happening to the bad people, I think that they're siloed. So how do you reconcile that when you go out into the real world and you're around Black people and you've never been around them? Did you see the video recently of the white woman with the baby and the cake?
No, tell me about more of this.
Oh, it went viral. So this white woman was out with her husband and her kids, her daughter and her son. And the little toddler wanted some cake. And there was a Black family having a celebration.
Oh, I know this. And she wanted to go over there
and she said, what my toddler wants, my toddler gets. And I wrote about it and I was like, perhaps this would have been a teaching moment for your toddler where you could tell your toddler everything you want, you will not have in life. This is a good life lesson. You can't have everything that you want.
And it actually helps your daughter.
It helps your child.
It's good for them, no. And I get every chance I get, Leo, that's not yours.
That's not yours.
Sweetie, mama can get you something, maybe.
We will see.
But at the end of the day, you got to let that back. Let that go.
Let it go.
He's like, he moves on.
But listen, you're going to learn it in life. You better learn it at 3 in the safety of mama where she can maybe order you some cake of your own, then learn it out in the streets or at your job. Learn it today.
And I think some people run to silos in that regard because they think it's going to give them safety. You know what I mean?
But they're learning now that it's not.
And that's what James Baldwin said. James Baldwin said that years and years ago. He said it's not true.
It's not.
If I'm just treating another person bad and you're believing that, that's not me. I'm gonna just be over here because I don't want that to be me.
It's gonna be
It's
you.
only going to be just a matter of time before it catches
up
to you.
It's going to be you.
You know.
And this is the thing. Life is tough enough. We just need to love each other. That's it. Just love each other. I don't care how much melanin you got or don't got. If you're a good person, come on over here and sit down.
Yeah, that's
just be
it.
a good person, sit on down and let's build.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love that you also shared your conversation with Beth because those are also real, genuine conversations that we should be having with each other.
And she's a good friend and she's got a good heart. And
you can't always expect everybody to get it all the time. You know what I mean?
And you got to give people time to get it because this is the thing. Every single person wants to eat good food, have shelter, and be able to go to the doctor. This is universal.
Yep.
We are all the same species. Can we just come together?
One race.
It's
the human one.
One race. What are we doing?
It's so true. It's so true. And I just give it all to God,
That's all you can
give
do.
it all to God
That's
at a certain point.
That's all you can do.
I want to shift for a moment and talk about your father.
Daddy.
And how he was in your 5th season of Community. He was diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And you decided to leave the show to take care of him.
I did.
That's a really big thing. You know what I'm saying? It is because you're in the middle of your career. Things are going great.
Is it? Wasn't a big deal to me.
Really? You didn't even think about, because also somebody could say it's going to be expensive. Where you going to get the money if you don't, What was that process?
In my mind, and I'm not being flippant about it in that regard.
No, you're expressing
what I want to say is that this man taught me how to use a spoon. He needs me to take care of him, I'm going to take care of him. I do not take this industry, I'm not precious about this industry. I am not someone whose worth comes from being on television or being known. I don't get a puffed up ego about it. I'm Yvette Brown from East Cleveland. I've always been Yvette Brown from East Cleveland. I'm going to leave here Yvette Brown from East Cleveland. And Omar is my daddy, and Omar needed me. So I will leave every show. That's why I think people that don't realize it when I say, if I lose it, I lose it. And I'm not hoping to be jobless or hoping to be begging bread, but I'm saying if that is where speaking up and being a good person leads
Then
me,
that's where I'm supposed to be.
Then that's where I'm supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And so the way I looked
real.
at it
That's
is,
real.
I can choose to stay at a show and neglect what my father needs, or I can choose to trust God that he will provide. And I have to ask these kind people to release me from this contract so I can go and take care of daddy. Because what happened was Community got canceled. And he was already, something was going on. We didn't know what it was. And I was like, as soon as the show ends, I'm going to get him. Because I knew I couldn't do the show and care for daddy because of the hours of the show. So when it got canceled, I'm like, cool. Canceled on Friday in Cleveland by Sunday. Packing him up. Took about a week to get all of his affairs together. We were on a plane back here within a week and a half, right? Wow. And then Community got picked up on Yahoo Screen. And my contract was picked up. So then I had to go and beg them to please. It wasn't even begging. I just asked, could you please, I have to take care of my dad. Could you please release me? And Sony and Dan Harmon released me. And then maybe, was it a month? I get a call from CBS about the Odd Couple reboot. And they're like, we'd love for you to come on and play Matthew Perry's assistant. And then I got a job that was a 20-hour week instead of an 80-hour week. And so, and the job was 7 minutes from my house. I could go home and see daddy at lunchtime. I could bring daddy to set with me. Like, it was an entirely different world. You know, and that's what trusting that God has you, right? I think about Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I think about that leap of faith that Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones has to take to save his father. Outside is certain death for his father. If he don't take that step over that chasm to go get that chalice of Jesus and fill it with some juice to save his daddy gonna die. That was the decision for me. Daddy's going to die. He's in Cleveland. No one is taking care of him. He is not well.
And you the only child.
I'm not the only child. I got an older brother.
Yeah.
But I was the chosen, but I was the chosen one to do this. And so I was the one that chose to do this. And this is the thing about caregiving. I don't judge anybody who can't do it. I don't judge anybody that's not able to do it. I knew it was what I was supposed to do. I'm only responsible for what I am supposed to do. So I went home and got my daddy. And then God provided. And so that has been the case for my entire life. We talked about Jenny and Forrest Gump. My entire career has been Forrest Gump. Everything I've ever done. Sitting here with you. I didn't even know the email had come in that this is Keke Palmer wanted to see me. I was waiting for the call. I was hoping I got the call, but I didn't even know the call had come in. I looked at my calendar and it said, get it.
Why did that fall?
I don't know. Why is the Lord saying I'm saying good stuff? He said, yeah, that's good stuff. But check my calendar, and there you were. You got the bag?
I don't have the bag.
I got an extra bag. Hold on.
Oh, hook me up. Wait, but you need your bag?
I got it.
It's an extra bag?
So
Okay.
take it.
Perfect.
I'll do anything for you, baby.
Thank you for that extra bag.
What you need. Here you go.
Girl.
See, I'm still good.
Thank you so much.
But yeah, so it's just that understanding that God has got you no matter what it looks like.
Yeah.
In the moment.
It's true, but it's hard for folks to feel like they can go ahead and do that. So that's why I think it's important that you speak to it and we share these testimonies. Yeah. And again, it's about, it goes back to also what you were saying about saying what I got to say, no matter where it leads me.
Wherever it leads.
Being true and being in alignment is going to lead you to where you should be, even if it seems to go totally against what somebody thinks makes the most sense.
You gotta live a life that makes sense for you. And do no harm. Those are my two things.
Over the course of all that journey and that time, did you ever have a moment of like, I'm angry, or this is a lot on me, or I imagine.
Absolutely. As a caregiver, and as a mom, you're a caregiver, you're a mom, right? So there's moments where it's sunshine and roses. There's moments when it's hard. But the way I always describe caregiving is that it's the toughest, best thing I ever did, or the best tough thing I've ever did. So it's going to be hard. But you can do it. What I always try to tell caregivers are people that are afraid or starting the journey themselves, because the one thing is that everybody's going to be here. Mm-hmm. Before we leave here, you either be a caregiver or a caregiving. Nobody misses it. Every single person. And again, as I say, if you're a parent, you're already doing it, right? So it's scary because it's the unknown. But what I remind people of is caregiving is just love. You love somebody, you're going to feed them. You love them, you're going to make sure they clean. You love them, you're going to make sure they got a little entertainment. You can do it. And so just lean in. Now, everybody may not be able to do it in their home. I was able to do it in my home for 11 and a half years. everybody can't do that. So don't even be hard on yourself if you can't do it in your home.
Yeah.
Like the guilt is the biggest part of caregiving for me. I think it's, and it probably I'm not a parent, but I can imagine as a parent,
sure.
the guilt, like any moment I was not with my dad, I was like, I should be with my dad.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm sure parents feel like, well, I'm not with my kid. So that's all part of it. But I always remind people also that if my dad was in his right mind and could say what he wanted to say, he would tell me thank you. And he would say, go see Keke today. You know what I mean? He would want me to continue to live my life. And so I do live. And I spend time with him and then I live my life. And I go back and spend some more time with him and then I live my life. Yeah.
And you got your Gracie Award for Squeeze, your award-winning podcast, where you really are, letting out what it was like on your caregiving journey, but it's been also a real big support on people that are in theirs. Mm-hmm. So that's really amazing. Congratulations on that. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're married.
I am married.
To Anthony Davis.
Shocking.
You guys met. I have to talk about this because, I feel like I've been a part of the journey. So I've watched, I'm engaged. Now you guys met in an acting class at church.
At church.
Which sounds very fabulous.
Yes.
I love it. We was praying and we was
Faithful
performing.
Central Bible Church, yes. Up in there.
And that sounds like the opening of a rom-com.
Right.
But you guys didn't immediately start dating then.
No.
So what was the journey of you guys staying friends and then you realizing that maybe this is my boo for real?
It's so funny. When I met him, he was...
I'm ready for this. You ready?
When I met him, he was married.
Oh.
Yeah, so we were just platonic.
That'll be that.
Yeah, that did it.
Yep.
So we were just platonic friends in acting class together, but I thought he was just the nicest, funniest guy. Like, and everybody did. It's not like it was just me going, Tony's great. Everybody thought Tony was great. And so he was with us, I think I was in class with him for maybe it was 6 months to a year, because then his family moved back to New York. And I lost touch with him for like 25 years. No
25 years.
Yeah,
that's a long ass time.
Some people weren't even born when we lost contact. And then he got divorced, and then his mom passed, and then my mom passed. And he saw online, because I didn't know it, but he had been following me. I didn't know it. So throughout the years, he was sending me like little messages like, great job on this thing. Never DMs, just in the comments. Like, great job on this, or blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, thanks. I respond to everybody. So I didn't know it was him. I was like, thank you, kind sir. And then when my mom passed, he was in my DMs. That's the first time he popped up in my DMs, this man that I didn't know. And he was like, I heard about your mom passing. I'm really concerned about you. How are you? And I said, who are you? Who are you? And he was like, it's Tony Davis? And then we just started talking again. He told me about his divorce and about his mom passing. We just started sharing with each other, and he instantly became my best friend. Like, we started talking every day online, then we were talking every day on the phone, and then we were FaceTiming every day. And the crazy thing about it is I was falling in love and did not know I was falling in love. He never said, will you be my girlfriend? Let's be together. It went from that DM to a ring on my finger, and I honestly do not know how it happened. Like, it just was meant to be.
Oh my
God. It's crazy.
What was it like when he asked you to marry him?
It was so cool. So I knew we had said to each other that he had to decide if he wanted to be married again after his marriage, because he'd been married a long time. He's 27 years married. It's a long time.
It is.
And I was good. My cousin, who's a pastor, my cousin Rochelle, we call her Roach, cousin Rochelle, she's a bishop now.
Oh, congratulations.
Apostle. She had said to me, she said, God told me to tell you something. I said, wait, what did the Lord say? Go on, tell me what the Lord said. She said, the Lord said that you need to decide if you're a wife or not. I was like, what?
What do that mean?
She was like, if you are a wife, the Lord has someone perfectly crafted for you. If you're not a wife, he will keep you your entire life, exactly as you are now, happy and content. But you need to decide if you're a wife. And I was like, I ain't got to decide nothing. 10 years goes by. Kid you not. A Roach came to visit my dad, came to LA, and she's prophetic. And so I joked and said, yo, cuz, you got a word for me? She said, I do have a word for you. The same word I gave you 10 years ago. God wants you to decide if you are a wife or not. How she remembered the prophecy from 10 years ago, I do not know. And she said, you can play around with this.
She's anointed.
Exactly. So you can play around with this all you want, but you need to decide. And I was like, dang. And so I said, cuz I think I'm a wife.
And what made you say that? Why'd you say that? What
Because
does that
I just
mean
feel
to
like
you?
it's going to be a lot of work.
But what made you think that you are a
Because I
wife?
kind of knew that I was. And I had already
Really?
and I had started talking to Tony by this time. Now, I wasn't thinking that I was Tony's wife.
Yeah,
but
you felt that it was you.
But I felt this pull. Now, the whole family on that side is Christian and in church. I hang up with Roach. My cousin Stacy, her sister, calls. Yo, you're going to hate this because Roach said you ain't on board. But your husband's coming. Now that you said your husband is coming. And I had a dream. I can see him. You're going to be married soon. Bye, Stacy. Ring. My cousin Kim, the other sister.
No.
It's 4 sisters. Kim. Only one that didn't give me was my cousin Sharon. Kim. Hey, so I heard you talk to Roach. Your husband is coming. You need to, the Lord told me to tell you that he's coming and you need to get ready because you're about to be a wife. Now that you've said that, they had not ever known that Roach gave me this prophecy. Roach just said what she told me the second time. And they were like, well, I can release the Kraken. So God had told all of them. Yvette need to stop playing her husband is imminent. And my husband was imminent.
It's something to say about the opening yourself up to your truth. Because if you've always felt that, but never necessarily claimed that or walked into that.
Because the dating pool.
Yeah.
It got pee in it.
Yeah.
Pee. And little creatures floating around from Cro-Magnon creatures.
And it can make you say it's not for you. But what's interesting is that if you say it's for you or whatever that is for you, God already knows and he was just waiting so he can reveal it to you.
But this is the other thing that when I tell the story, I need to tell the truth of this. I had prayed for a hedge of protection around me. You ever heard it? It's a good prayer.
Get me into this.
My prayer was, Lord, please keep me concealed from anybody you have not sent for me.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Protect me from anything that is not sent for me. And that's friend, lover, husband, husband sent for me. But if there's someone coming for me that you did not send, please protect me. I didn't want to do
distortion.
Yeah, I don't want to do no years of counterfeit. I didn't want to be so broken down in my spirit that by the time the man that was made for me came, I was not ready to receive him because of the mess I had been through. So I had a lot of singleness. I was single forever. And people were like, well, what's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with me. I'm waiting. No.
No, people do say that.
Don't they say
Not about you. I'm just saying about everybody.
Because again, going back to what we said at the beginning, they believe that a woman by a certain point, got to have baby, got to have kid. Why can't I choose what's right for me? Raise up off me.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Is there something wrong with me or is there something right with me?
Is there something right? Or maybe there's something wrong. I said this on Wendy Williams, so maybe there's something wrong with society and what they believe a woman should be and have by a certain time. They don't do that to men. A man could be 65 years old and they say he's a bachelor. They don't say nothing about when you get married to no man, when you having kids to no man. They be on us like this. So I think I was fighting against that too. I'm like, you don't get to tell me what I'm going to be.
Yes. That's so interesting. But also so good because it's like, it's hard when people are putting so much on you to know if what you want is you or everything that everyone is saying. So sometimes it's like, let me quiet the noise because it's like, I don't want my personality to also be just fighting against you.
Right.
I don't want to push something away just because you want it from me and now I don't know. That's tough when everybody keeps...
You said something good, too. I wanted to give you your kudos for this. Somebody was talking about... I think you were talking to Steve Harvey. And Steve Harvey said that you needed a certain type, a rich man. And you were like, I'm good, though. Like, I need a kind man. I need a loving man. I need a funny man.
Why do we assume that a nice man is a rich man? Y'all kill me with that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know why that's the thing. And it's like, you're right. To me, look, I don't know everything, but I know what I enjoy is really somebody that's funny. Don't take themselves too seriously.
Right.
They listen to me. They like to spend time with me. My parents, my family loves them. They're a family person. They love God.
What's better than that?
None of that says got $1 million
That
in the
don't
bank.
say height. That don't say what they look like. That don't say
The
money.
height would be preferred, but I'll do what I gotta
do. What you gotta do.
You know.
I don't care. Listen, there's some
so
lovely
true.
men, 5'6". Don't
that
sleep.
You bring that up because it is true. I do feel like there's something that they do to women that are successful in society where it's like, look, I get this idea that like, you know, that's what a man cares about, but why, maybe we should stop telling men to care about that. Like maybe this whole idea, and this is why we're in the gender wars, I feel like. Because you're defining men on their value by what kind of car they drive.
Exactly.
What kind of job they have.
Do you remember, what's his face? Kevin Samuels?
Yes.
Okay. People talk about the disservice that he did to women, and he did do a disservice to women. That whole rate yourself with some hotness. But beyond that, he did a disservice to men as well, because in telling women that to get a high value man, which was to him was certain height, certain amount of money, whatever, they had to be a certain way. It made men who, I think somebody did the math. The percentage of men that make over $100,000 and are 6 foot is a minuscule amount of men. So that means all the women are going after them 5 men. And the rest of the women and the rest of the men are lonely for the rest of their lives because money and height is the most important thing in a mate.
And it also ended up feeling like satire. Almost felt like at a certain point he was being a satirical character, rest in peace, because it was like you wanted to actually show how when you're saying you want this, what if this high value man is, it becomes this game of like, a lot of people want that high value man.
Exactly.
So you're going to have to jump through hoops.
Or you're
going to
have to
be perfect.
Or you're going to have to share.
And it's like, and that's like, and it's like that we're cool with that other than just get a high value heart.
Yeah, give me a high value
you know
spirit
what I'm
and
saying?
soul.
The spirit and soul.
High
Like,
value
who
soul.
wants to be fighting for one man that is, the most perfect bachelor in a Tyler Perry movie? Like, y'all got to stop.
Y'all better cut it out. Y'all better find you somebody you can build with. I've been telling people, find somebody. This is the thing.
Nobody likes mechanics anymore.
No. And
nobody likes firefighters.
I need you to have something that you believe in, that you chasing. I need you to get up, and I need you to be able to take care of yourself. You ain't got to take care of me. I can take care of me. Take care of you, though. So I don't got to take care of you.
That's it.
That's it. Everybody bring what you got, and then let's build together.
I mean, and again, it's like that's kind of home I grew up in.
Yeah, me too.
Neither one of my parents were loaded. You know what I mean?
Neither.
They both was just working and doing what they had to do.
Secretary and a custodian.
My dad worked at a factory. First, he worked in the factory. Then he worked up to sales.
Yep.
My mom worked at many different jobs.
Yep.
She was singing from church to church. Whoa, God is good. I'm coming with her in the back. She just made $300. You know what I'm saying? She's going down and she's a teacher for mentally challenged children.
Yep.
I go up there to the school. We was hanging out with the kids. You know, those were the jobs that they had, and it was multiple.
Yep.
Never once did I hear my mama say, when we going on that 5-star hotel
You need to fly
vacation,
me out somewhere. I need to be flued out.
I never heard that from
Never
her.
happened,
So
'cause
when
she was
people are
building.
projecting, and look, I love Steve, taking it back. I love Steve.
We both love Steve. And listen,
but it's this particular way and vibe.
But that's also,
and if you're going for a particular
But that's also his generation. And that's also Steve, I think, trying to protect you and make sure nobody takes you for granted or takes you for a ride. Yeah. So Steve, we love you.
Yeah, we love Steve.
But I think why I love that you spoke back to him and said, but what about this? Is because you were also letting him know there's another way, Steve. And there is another way, and I hope that young women or older women my
and
age
also
are
me and
hearing
Steve are doing comedy stuff. It was a bit. It was a bit and a bit on a bit.
Right.
You know, but when people take things out of context, it's important to shine the light on what the true part is, which at the center of what I'm saying is, yes, you should have somebody that has something going for themselves.
Right.
Of course, I think that those things are important. But at the same time, I don't really judge a man's character solely by how much money he has in his pocket.
You can't.
I don't just assume just because he has this amount of money that he's worth my time.
You can't. You can't judge them by what they have in their bank account. You can't do it.
You know what I mean? I'd rather judge them by what they have in their pants. I'm playing. Y'all, I can't joke with y'all now.
Woo.
Wow, that's crazy.
Listen.
I want to talk about the fact that you joined me. Come on, yes! Yes, I want to get on the fact that you joined me with Lady Miss Jacqueline.
I had the best.
Girl, I am so excited. I mean, you are, first of all, you're voicing many different characters and projects. Yes. You're in Zootopia 2. Yes. And obviously Inside Out 2. Inside Out is one of my favorite Pixar intellectual properties.
It's so good.
It's incredible. My niece, she come up to me all the time and say, yes, I'm just a little anxious. I have anxiety. And I'm like, I know it's because of that.
She know what it is now, but call it out, baby. Call out that
emotion. What I'm saying.
Yes.
And then obviously, like I said, you are in this incredible cast, followed by Audra McDonald, Danielle Brooks, Jackie Harry, Jennifer Lewis, Michelle Buteau, Raven Simone, Cheryl Lee Ralph, Zachariah Porter, me. I mean, this is the Lady Miss Jacqueline weddings, the weddings of Lady Miss Jacqueline. This character is like, we were talking about Helen and we were talking about Shirley. This is like my first baby comedic character where I found my voice.
It was during COVID, wasn't it?
Say it again.
Was it during COVID?
No,
you know
what? It started when I started doing Scream Queens, 2016, and continued on.
Has it been that long?
She's grown and grown and grown.
You were doing these videos back then?
Back then.
You ain't never played. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something about Keke Palmer. One thing that I love about you is your ability to switch lanes. And some people will switch a lane and drive that lane exclusively until another detour comes and they'll switch. You do that. You do Frogger. Your lane switching is like Frogger. Like you see an opening.
I used to love that game.
And so did I. And you're in it, right? And you ride, like you don't wait for a lane. You don't wait for there to be a clear line in the lane for you to keep riding. You're going to ride in this lane and kill it. And then, the getting is good over here.
Yeah.
And at the same time, to be able to do podcasts and Audible stuff and TV and game shows and podcast. Girl, and every time you call, ain't it been a yes?
Oh my gosh, praise God.
I ain't never said no to you. I never will. I never said no to you.
Well, I was so happy that you joined because I feel like I have some real crazy comedic, like major sledgehammers coming through the door. Please, I cannot wait for everybody to check out on Audibles, The Weddings of Lady Miss Jacqueline. It's a great, great series, and I'm just so glad that you're a part of it.
Thank you for having me.
And so I thought of myself, before I get up out of here, I got so much stuff going on with you. We got games.
I got a game. I'm in a game,
I just
too.
want to do...
Let's do it. Oh, here she comes.
Gotta get myself together because Lady Miss got some...
That's a good shake and go. Where you get that shake and go? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
She's coming together.
She's in. Lock in. Lock in, though. There it is. There it is. Now it's happening. It wasn't happening before, but now she there. She at the door. She at the door.
Wigging,
she at the door. Make sure your teeth. You ain't nothing on your teeth now. And lick it off. There we go.
Yes.
Ah!
Yes. Now, Yvette.
Yes, darling.
I could ask you plenty of questions about this new Audible project, but let's be real. We all love to talk about weddings, and as Lady Miss Jacqueline, we're here for a ride. So who better to get into it with you than I? I know you've got tea to spill, so let's get into it. Okay. So... I attempt to only invite people I enjoy to my weddings. However, sometimes due to politics, hostile takeovers, real estate deals, royal bloodlines, and the demands of the groom of the moment, I've had to invite some people I do not enjoy. So, Yvette Nicole Brown, was there anyone you had to invite to your wedding that you didn't like? And if you can't say names, tell us why you dislike them.
Oh, I adore you so much. No, because weddings are expensive. And I ain't giving nobody no rubber chicken unless I like them. So I didn't bring anybody up in there that I didn't absolutely adore. And there's some people that couldn't make it that I invited, but everybody there I absolutely adored.
I love that. So I walked down the aisle, swam down. I was promoting my hit single, Pool Vibes. I love pools. Pools are the vibes. Just a little something for you. And I danced down, and I enjoyed that performance more than the marriage, mind you. The aisle. I've walked down the aisle 14 times. What song did you walk down the aisle to?
Ooh, Best Part. Yeah.
By
her.
By her. I love her.
Yeah, you're the best part.
She's so she.
She's so she.
Other celebs who reconnected with someone from their past and got married include Nelly and Ashanti, whom I adore. Of course, Jennifer Lopez, over and over again with Ben Affleck. Mary Osmond, who I can tolerate as long as her brother's nowhere around me. There's tea there. And someone I won't name, but I simply cannot stand. Fine, it's Carol Channing. Okay, so tell me this. What did you serve during cocktail hour?
Ooh, we had, I don't necessarily know because we missed it.
You didn't remember because you got so lifted.
We missed the cocktail hour. But I believe it was like some little crab wonton-y things.
Yes.
And there was a little salmon something. And I think we even had those potatoes.
A little Asian fusion.
With the little bit of caviar, with the little dollop of the sour cream.
Hors d'oeuvres.
The little d'oeuvres.
Very yummy. Well, thank you so much. I really loved getting all the nice tea details to your wedding, Yvette. I'm so glad for you and so happy for you and Tony.
It's wrong. Why are you like this? Keke.
have no idea why.
Keke.
I just had to do it. Lady Miss had to come and visit you.
Oh, my God.
My lipstick is so tacky.
Could have left it on, baby. It looked good. You was all right.
It was too much.
It's all right.
How do I look now?
You look good. You always look good.
Thanks, darling. Okay, so now it's time to get into a game. So this game is called Extra or Not Extra.
Yes.
And the rules are simple. One person names a category and the other person says what extra thing we used to do back then versus what we actually do now. Whoever's more evolved wins bragging rights. This one's brought to us by our presenting sponsor, 7th Generation. So let's get into it.
Okay, yeah, let me go with you. Let me go first and you can show me.
Great.
If I can go first.
Okay, here we go. You go first.
Okay, this is my question for you. Prepping for a date.
Oh, prepping for a date. Did I used to be extra or not extra? prepping for a date. You know what? I think that it depends on who asked me. I showed up to some dates with no makeup on. Like, hey.
Because he was cool.
Come on, what's
or you
up?
didn't care.
I was just kind of like, look, like, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then there's been other dates where I think it actually has something to do with what's happening with me at work at the time.
How busy
I hate
you
to
are,
be
how
that person.
busy you are.
But when I'm really, really because I hate it, but like dating is so secondary in my life.
Yeah.
Like, and it shouldn't be because it's like I want love and I want to have fun. But when it comes down to it, I'm like,
yeah, but the other thing, but the other thing is though, yes, but you get to prioritize what matters to you in every season of your life.
Dating is never
if you
getting
take
a lot of
anything
life.
from me today, baby, please take this from me. You get to prioritize what you want to prioritize in your life. Now, do not push something aside that is actually a priority for the sake of work.
Yeah.
But if work is the priority, then be about it.
That's what it is. So I would say I'm not extra. You know, back in the day, I was probably more extra. But now I'm not extra about
because you're
dating.
following your own rules now. All right, what's next?
Okay, here we goes. Saving things just in case.
Oh.
That'll get your house in
First
hoarders.
of all, I need you to stop peeking in my windows and get out my business. I am so sentimental.
Yeah.
And so nostalgic. And like, this is the tough one because I lost my mom 5 years ago.
I'm so
Anything
sorry.
the woman touched, if she ever touched it, I have it. Like, I can't, like, that's her. And I think there's something, I think I might have ADHD undiagnosed, but I think I might have it because they said with people with ADHD, one of the things is that their things become their diary. Their things become how they remember, you know, a ticket from a trip. You know, went to see Janet Jackson, here's my ticket stub. I don't throw that away because I went to see Janet Jackson, this is my ticket stub, right? So I have too much stuff. It's hard for me to let it go. And I'm learning. So I'm very extra with that. It's rainy day. And also I think growing up poor.
Yeah.
You like, I might.
Oh, no, we could keep
I might, no, that's still good. That's a good box. That box. I mean,
That's
I kind of think I'm going to give Keke a gift and that box the perfect size for when I'm going to give Keke.
I know.
Yeah. So there's my
that's
truth.
like that trash bag door. That drawer with all the bags from all the stores.
Absolutely.
You never know when you
never
need
know
a
when
bag.
you're going to need it. And you don't take them when you go, though, do you? They right in the drawer.
Right.
Yeah. It's bad. Y'all pray for me. Pray for me.
Okay, I'm ready.
Traveling with a 3-year-old. You can't even do then and now because you got the 3-year-old
Yeah,
now.
that's not a good
There
thing
you
now.
go.
I mean, for now, it's always extra. He is so extra. Leo is so... What I love about my son is that he has such clear boundaries.
I love
and
that.
he's not afraid to say what he wants and what he needs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And his character is continuing to develop. And it also is so funny because I feel like he reflects back the truest version of me.
I agree. Because
You know
what you
what I
just
mean?
described was you. Ain't nothing but birthed yourself. You came here with boundaries. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh, I feel like I need more.
You came, I mean, listen, you came here and then they got beat out of you in this business, right? Get them back.
Come on.
Get him back.
And when I look at him, it's like,
Learn from that baby.
you know, he's like, girl, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he takes everything I say and turns into his own thing. I mean, Leo is extra. He makes traveling extra,
Yeah.
but he's the most fun to be with, the most cuddly, lovey.
love
He
it.
kisses you like,
Seeing you as a mom has been just so lovely. So, because I met you as a little baby. You was
Girl,
a little baby
15,
when I met
16.
you. I think you were younger than that, weren't you? What you do? How old were you did True?
True, I was 14 when I
14.
got it, 15, like turned 14, 15.
Okay, so 15.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. I was wrong. I said 12. It's 15.
But
did
we meet before
Have we
then?
might have met before. We had met before.
we met
Okay.
before then.
All right.
That's
There it is.
why.
There it
That's
is.
why.
There it is. We worked together when you were 15.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, what you got for me?
Okay, I have for you holiday decorating.
Who did you talk to? Who'd you talk to? I may still have a Christmas tree up
Oh my God.
from 2022.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you something. For the first time in my life, I got a family room. I moved into a new house, I have a family room.
Yes.
And I put it in that corner. And it's so cute in that corner. And don't nobody be up in there in that
not
family
even
room.
Christmas.
It don't got to. It's Christmas somewhere. It's Christmas in my house. 24 hours a day.
Chestnuts roasting
So
on.
I would say I'm more extra now
Yo.
than when I was a kid. We didn't really have Christmas when I was a kid. We didn't have the money.
Was you Jehovah's? Oh.
No, we didn't have the money.
Why did in Jehovah's?
We was Jehovah's?
Do they?
We was
Don't they
Hov-
celebrate Christmas?
we
I'm thinking
were-
about my birthdays.
No, they don't. We were
They don't.
We were the
I was right.
Povas. The Povas. We didn't have no money for Christmas. Ain't no
is
Christmas.
crazy.
We got Christmas at home. Ain't no Christmas. So so I think as I got older, I was like, I'm gonna get a tree. I'm gonna whatever. And now I just like the tree. I'm gonna leave it up.
When I was a kid, we had the that tree that you just like it's got metal pieces to it.
Oh, we had to put the had to build it.
I love
That's a 70s tree.
You know what I'm saying? And now they try to be like, oh, no, get you a real tree, man. I like that mechanical
I love
pencil
it too.
one.
Just put together. Mine has lights on it. It's 3 pieces.
It's
already has
carved
lights.
already lit. You know what I mean?
Sucker in, good to go.
Well, can I just tell you so much, Yvette? You're the bomb. I love you. Talking to you, it didn't even feel like we're on a podcast. We're just chilling and talking and catching up.
I'm so proud of you.
I love you so much.
I love you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. That's the game. My final one, since I make the rules, laundry. I used to run through way too many steps I couldn't even explain. Now I keep it simple with 7th Generation, which delivers a powerful clean and skips the dyes and artificial fragrances entirely. So make the switch today to 7th Generation, a powerful clean without anything extra. Today's conversation was a reminder that a woman never has just one voice or one life. There's the voice that makes people laugh, the voice that fights for what is right, the voice that says, I've got it, even when she's exhausted. And then there's the quieter voice that says, I need your help, I deserve love, I get to choose joy too. Yvette Nicole Brown's story reminds us that caregiving can be an act of love without becoming your entire identity. That speaking up can cost you something and still be worth it. And that love doesn't arrive late, it arrives at the appointed time. You can be strong and still need support. You can hold grief, ambition, humor, love, possibility, and gratitude at the same time. Because baby, there may be many lives inside of you, and every one of them deserves to be heard. I'll see you next time on Baby, This is Keke Palmer.
Baby.